What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm just gonna jump right into this because this may be a little longer, maybe a little shorter than I expect. Anyway, Spider-Man No Way Home comes out December 17th, and I'm super excited for it. The trailers looked amazing. And then I was just determined out of nowhere to just binge all the Spider-Man movies because if you've seen the trailer, you know that all these old villains are now involved. And I want to see what these movies, rather if they gave them an origin or what they did. So I just went through and watched all of them. And now I'm going to give you my take on every single Spider-Man movie, like live action, between Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield to date. And I'm just trying to give you my take on all of them. And rank them and give you individual grades for all of them. Here we go. So the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire came out in 2002. And I originally gave the origin story with Tobey Maguire, like I just said. This movie was incredible. I didn't see it until I was, until lots of years after it came out. But I didn't see it until I was a little bit older. But this movie, I've seen it a bajillion times because this movie is amazing. Like, Green Goblin, the Green Goblin's amazing. Willem Dafoe outdid himself on the Green Goblin, and I'm not afraid to admit that. Green Goblin is hands down amazing, and the whole scene where he throws the bomb in his face, really well done, so realistic for 2002. Wow, I liked it so much, and still do to this day, and that's why the original Spider-Man from 2002 gets an A+. One of my favorite movies. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 1. No, sorry, Spider-Man 2. I think I just got those mixed up. Anyway, Spider-Man 2 came out in 2004, and now this brought Dr. Octavius, which was a huge part of the new trailer. I'm gonna be honest with you, not my favorite villain. My favorite villain was the Green Goblin. I am excited to see Dr. Octavius again on screen. He was a good villain, though. And I'm not gonna be the only one to admit that. I did still really like this movie. I just didn't like it as much as the original. And the whole subway scene, it hits you hard. And I think it does a really good job of being a really good sequel. Some may say it is better than the original. I understand that. I just really like the original because it's really nostalgic for me. But Spider-Man 2 from 2004 gets a minus on my list. The Amazing Spider-Man 1. This is the first Andrew Garfield movie and gave his origin story, rather than Tobey Maguire's origin story. They are very different in some factors. Obviously, Uncle Ben still dying happens. Except that doesn't happen later into the film. I didn't think this, when I was originally watching this film, I thought it was garbage. I'm gonna be honest with you. Rewatching it, it's not much better. Really, really, it is not much better. But I am gonna give credit where due, and that is Andrew Garfield genuinely being a funny Spider-Man, like a teenager, like he's supposed to be. Really funny. I didn't think it, and the whole lizard guy, didn't think he was a wonderful villain. I thought there's a million better villains out there. That's my opinion. You can have yours. And it's good. It's just not that good. That's why I gave it a B- on my list, which is a lot higher than I originally would have rated it. So it's lucky to get that. Now I'm dreading and talking about this movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the second Andrew Garfield film. I'm sorry, but I think around the first hour of this movie, is okay. Electro, okay villain. And I'm excited to see him in his new actual car that he's supposed to be. And I think Jamie Foxx did a good job at playing a not so good script. He made it the best that he could, and I don't think that he's the one to blame because it's bad. Wait a second. I'm not coming back to this. I forgot. Oh, Spider-Man 3. Tobey Maguire's film. His third one that involved Venom, Harry Osborn, Sandman. I think that's it. This movie's a mess. It's a mess. Although I do kind of like it. Nostalgic factor, mostly. The Venom just screech like it's supposed to be Venom, not a cat hissing at me, which is mostly what it sounds like. And what's his name who plays it? Topher Grace. I'm sorry, man, but that don't hit home. Sandman though, really good. Can't wait to see him in the new film. Wow, that was probably the best part of this film, was the whole Spider-Man, or the whole Sandman thing. Really good. And that's why overall I gave it a C on my list, because of all of its fault. But back to the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Overall, this movie's a mess. As soon as Harry Osborn gets in there, it just goes downhill real quick. And Harry Osborn at the end makes it go downhill way more. I'm sorry, but he's garbage. And the whole us seeing Rhino for like 2 seconds, I'm sorry, no. I give this movie a C minus. It's just not there. It's not there. But moving on to Spider-Man: Homecoming, the first Tom Holland solo Spider-Man film. Yes, he was in Civil War. This is just Spider-Man films, solo movies. Anyway, Spider-Man: Homecoming. I had a ton of fun just watching this movie. I thought Falcon was a really good villain, and Michael Keaton as a villain in a Marvel movie is a lot of fun to watch. And Tom Holland, overall as a Spider-Man, a lot of fun. He's a little bit too dramatic, I think, compared to the other two Spider-Mans. And that just goes for his whole thing, and I'm not gonna really, like, judge it too much off of that. But, like, really, I just had a lot of fun with this film. And I'm gonna be honest, I gave this movie an A. I gave it an A. Mostly just of how much fun I had with it. And moving on to the second Tom Holland film. That's Spider-Man: Far From Home. I just finished this, probably about a half hour ago. And it's fresh on my mind, so I didn't give a fresh review. And I probably do have a previous review. I don't know if my opinions changed or not. I did have some fun with this film. I honestly didn't think it was good as Homecoming. With that, Jake Gyllenhaal though, wow, really good. I just think the script is a little bit messy. That's just me. Overall, I give the movie a B, which isn't bad, and it's not a bad film. It's just, compared to the other ones, it doesn't really hold up that great. Now my ranking for this is obviously, number 1 is Spider-Man from 2002. Number 2 is Spider-Man: Homecoming. Number 3 is Spider-Man 2. Number 4 is Spider-Man: Far From Home. Number 5 is The Amazing Spider-Man. Number 6 is Spider-Man 3. And coming at last at number 7 is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That has been my ranking. Can't wait to go see Far From Home and give you guys a fresh take on that. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.